Hey everyone, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We're ready for MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Houston Astros. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Now, both sides, this game really matters as the postseason is approaching.
Well, at this point of the year, guys are a little bit tired, but you've got to find a way to dig deeper and bring out your best with so much opportunity to be able to punch your ticket for October.
So, almost ready to get underway. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Lance McCullers Jr. What should we keep an eye on here?
Really labored his last time out. 4+ innings, wasn't able to qualify for the win, but fortunately got a no decision and didn't take a loss. We'll see if he can get in the W column today.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in for the Yankees, Lou Gehrig. Fly ball down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone, and that is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
And now here is Don Mattingly. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And up next for New York, Cal Ripken Jr. Swing, and that one hammered. Down the line. If it's fair, it's gone, and that is out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Babe Ruth. And that one hammered. That's back. And out of here. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And next for New York, Reggie Jackson with 3 hits so far in the series, and he's knocked in 3 runs as well. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. A towering shot to right. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 5-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
Job hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter, with 5 extra base hits already in the series. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way and gone. So he leaves the yard to left. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 6-0.
Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats. And I tell you what, that hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. McCullers gets the hook, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Blake Taylor.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Ken Griffey Jr. enters this one with 4 extra base hits already in the series. That one ripped. Nice grab. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jorge Posada.
Well, he's just been a consistent and dominant power threat throughout his career. I mean, over 400 career home runs. I mean, that just doesn't happen to an average power hitter. This guy's been elite, and we'll see as he continues if he's going to make it into Cooperstown, into the Hall of Fame.
Now here is Jorge Posada. And that one is lifted in the air. And there's 2 down.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, number 50. He was electric last night, coming off a great hitting performance. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. And that one's gone. He sends it out of here. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Here's the third baseman, Lou Gehrig. Bounce to the right side. Over to Abreu, and that is that. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Yankees 7, the Astros coming to bat. Welcome back. And on the hill, Garrett Cole. Safe to say he's pretty stingy, Chris.
Indeed, his walks and hits per innings pitched is ridiculously good. I mean, when you look at the rest of the league, this guy never works out of the stretch. He's always in his windup, probably feeling pretty comfortable, getting the baseball going right after hitters, limiting hard contact, and having good defensive work behind it.
Hauls it in, and there's one away. Let's take a look at our lineup. And this is an offense with a ton of pop, top to bottom, Singy.
Yeah, well, some players will say that home runs are mistakes. They were just a little too quick. Not this club. They're looking to hit the ball over the fence. Not any speedsters in this lineup. Not guys that were looking to run around the bases. They're looking to jog. And I expect to see that kind of approach in this one.
Snags it on the run. And there's 2 away.
The second baseman, number 1.
So next up for Houston, number 1. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. In 2022, Garrett Cole set the Yankees single-season strikeout record with 257 punch-outs. Pretty amazing mark for that historic franchise. That one to first. Mattingly takes it himself, gets him easily, ends the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. They continue to trail 7-0. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Don Mattingly.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now at the plate, Cal Ripken Jr. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 2-run homer, his second home run of the game. It's 9-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Now, Babe Ruth. That one is absolutely belted. Caught just shy of the wall.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
There's a swing and a drive. Out of here. He circles the bases. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 10-0. Singy, now he's only 1 away from tying Babe Ruth with 714 career homers.
Well, a record that stood for a very long time before Hank Aaron. Tell you what, there are only a couple of names remaining in this conversation. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Astros go to the pen, and here comes Rafael Montero.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Derek Jeter stepping in now for the Yankees. This one. A drill to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A towering home run. And they add on. It's 11-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And, you know, he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Ken Griffey Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Ripped to right center, and that one will leave the park. Out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 12-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Base is empty, one away. Jorge Posada stepping in now for the Yankees. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. That's it out.
Now batting, number 50.
Number 50 stepping in now for the Yankees. The solo homer his first time. This one in the air, center field. And makes the grab. That is the inning. But it's a huge inning. 5 runs on 4 homers. Now to the bottom of the second. Yankees 12 and the Astros nothing. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the second. Now it's going to be number 0.
Number 0.
The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 50.
Now it's the power speed combo, number 50. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
The wind to kick the pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
That one hit to right. Jackson brings it in, and that'll do it. Astros go down 1-2-3. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park, on to the 3rd inning. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Lou Gehrig. Gehrig measures 6 feet even, 24 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That one ripped right center field. Gone. He'll touch them all. His second home run of the game. It's 13-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Brantley on his horse. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. Now it's the second baseman, Cal Ripken Jr. Ripped on the ground to second, slings to first, and one away in the top of the third. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. That's hard hit on the line. Brantley puts the squeeze on that one. Runner tags for home. He's in there. And the lead continues to grow.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Austin Davis.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Reggie Jackson will hit next. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it hits the fence. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Derek Jeter, the next to hit. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He's done it again, and they add to the lead. It's 16-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
And now, Ken Griffey Jr. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brantley brings it in for the third out. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in Houston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Kyle Tucker. And a pitch. Strike one.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Strike two.
Well, these Astros, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Struck him out looking. Called strike three on a fastball up in the zone. And now it's Alex Bregman, 0 for 6 in the series so far. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Foul ball, still 0-2. He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Jose Abreu up to hit. Strike one. Abreu, a former Rookie of the Year, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. And the right-hander deals. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
The pitch. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back, and here's the catcher, Jorge Posada. The pitch. Drilled to left center, way back there, and that is gone. His latest homer in an incredible season, and they tack one on the board. It's 17-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Number 50 digs in now. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. An absolute blast to left, and they add to their lead. It's 18-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Phil Maton takes over on the mound.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
And up next for New York, Lou Gehrig. Oh, and now this one's crushed. This one's on its way. And gone. That's his third home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 19-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
And next for New York, Don Mattingly. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Up next, the second baseman, Cal.
And the batter now, Cal Ripken Jr. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and it bangs off the top of the wall. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
The left fielder, number 3.
Now the left fielder, Babe Ruth. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it hits the fence. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
One down. Here's a big power threat. Reggie Jackson. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Alvarez whips it in quickly, and that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners. And stepping in is the speedy Derek Jeter. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Base hit and a run in to score.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
First and second, 1 out. Ken Griffey Jr. getting ready to hit. Base knock center field. Reggie chugging around third. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Seth Martinez will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
That one ripped. One run is in, hits the top of the wall. They add on as the run scores all the way from first, and they extend their lead.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Number 50 now at the plate. That one drilled left field. Hits the fence. The run comes in to score from second, and the lead continues to grow. Tries to get back and save.
Picks himself up an RBI. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Lou Gehrig. Runner on the go. Strike in there. throw to second. Great jump.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Kicks and deals. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike, and that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
The 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Ripped to right center, and that should be extra bases. The run scores from third, and they extend their lead. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So 2 down, Cal Ripken Jr. The next to hit. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. Bangs off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. And the lead continues to grow. Not in time, it's a double. So man aboard, stepping in the long ball threat, Babe Ruth. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Banks off the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they extend their lead. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here's some real power at the plate. Reggie Jackson. In the air out towards right center. Brantley on his horse. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Next to hit, Derek Jeter. The throw to first. That ends the frame. So it's a baker's dozen. 13 runs across in the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. The Yankees lead it 29-0. Back here in Houston, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jose Altuve. Cole back to work. Tap back to the mound. Sends it to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Astros, the center fielder, Michael.
And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And here it comes. And that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And the 0-2. Got it by him for the K.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, number 1. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a bouncer. tosses to first. That ends the inning. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Brian Abreu. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ken Griffey Jr. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Alvarez makes the grab, one away. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. So up next, number 50. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hector Neris appears to be getting loose. Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Wow, these guys are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
Oh, and 2 now. That one ripped. In comes the runner from third, and they extend their lead. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
So the batting order turns over. And up next for New York, Lou Gehrig. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Brantley makes the grab. Runner tagging for third. John Mattingly digs in now.
The first baseman, John Mattingly.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Gone.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Astros go to the pen, and here comes Hector Neris.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
So 2 away with nobody on. At the plate, Cal Ripken Jr. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now the left fielder, Babe Ruth. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And next for New York, Reggie Jackson. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Brantley in position. And puts the squeeze on that. And the inning is over. But they tack on 5 runs. And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 0. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, these Astros just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Here's the speedy catcher, number 50. Struck out swinging his first time. Fouled off. He was late.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
On the ground. Dives and he can't hang on. Not in time. He's safe.
See, Boog, that right there, that's a perfect example of why he shouldn't be out there at that position. He clearly isn't comfortable. He doesn't look fluid. His footwork's all over the place. And just can't make that throw to beat the runner.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. In for a strike. 0-1. Kicks and fires. A little out front there as he swings through it. And a good eye there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
The right fielder,
And next to hit for Houston, Kyle Tucker. His first at bat was a strikeout. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that puts him just 1 K away from. Back here at Minute Maid Park, stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Derek Jeter. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Neris back to work. That one ripped. Gone!
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Now here is Ken Griffey Jr. Swings through that one out in front that time.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Shoots a line drive single into right center.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
And now that to right, Tucker should have it. Puts it away for the out. Digging in, number 50. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Foul ball there. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Well struck right field. And it hits the base of the wall. Cut off, throw to third. The tag, and he's out trying for 3. But a run does come in to score.
Well, the defense definitely on the clock with that one. Everything had to be perfect to get the runner at third. And you talk about a throw on the money, the relay to third. Just a good job all the way around.
And here is Garrett Cole. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. High fly ball out to center field. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. Cole caught in a rundown now. And now he's out trying to get back. The huge turn backfires, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs in the inning, 4 hits, no errors, no one left. The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And he deals. In the air, right side of the infield. Ripken makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman,
Jose Abreu will hit next. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And a foul ball. Righty delivers. He swings and fouls one off. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The wind and the pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets
Altuve now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And they get Altuve for the out. And that is that. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. So here comes Ryan Presley to the mound.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. And a pitch. Hard hit, right side. On to first. One up, one down.
the batter, the second baseman, Cal Ripken Jr.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Cal Ripken Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one ripped to the warning track, makes the catch. Two outs, base is empty. Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
On a line out towards center. Brantley settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the inning. Back here at the ballpark, here's Michael Brantley. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Left-hand hitter waits. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Left-hand batter waits. Fights it off. He'll see another. Left field. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down.
Number 1.
So digging in, number 1. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
The 0-1. Hard on the ground to first. And a dive to the bag to take it himself. Didn't seem necessary. That's some eyewash. Number 0 up next for the Astros.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's a strike. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. And the righty deals. On the ground, out to short. Tosses across the first. Inning over. Ready to begin the 8th.
The right fielder,
And stepping in for the Yankees, Reggie Jackson. And a pitch. Swung on, belted. That one back there. It bangs off the wall. And that's a double.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And now it's going to be Derek Jeter trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
That one ripped left field. And that is gone.
Unreal. Absolutely unreal, Boog. I mean, this is an all-time performance right here. 5 home runs in a single game. Are you kidding me? This is something we're never going to forget. A performance that clearly will go down in history as one of the best ever. And I'm just in awe of what we've seen. And he's getting a standing O for me right now.
And a base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada. There goes Junior. Smoked on the ground a second. Over to Abreu. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, number 50.
Number 50 stepping in now for the Yankees.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. And that's in there for strike one. Action in the pen down there. Framber Valdez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Still only one out here in the inning. Line drive. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Garrett Cole stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there. That's strike one. Junior at second with two down. That one hammered center field. That's got a chance. And it bangs up against the wall. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
So up next, Don Mattingly. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Tucker fires it to the plate. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 man left.
Leading up for the Astros,
The right-hander back to work. And there's the strike. Cole into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. Kicks and deals. And down on strikes he goes. 1 out.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Alvarez now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. The wind of the pitch. And 1-2.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Tucker, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
These guys have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The 1-1.
No. 2-1.
Swings through that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now, Cal Ripken Jr. Presley back to work. That one ripped. That's a hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. Babe Ruth stepping in now for the Yankees. Line drive, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for three. The throw to third, and he's out, trying for three.
The times that these guys take infield before ball games, they work on this play right here. And when it comes together perfectly, nice throw to the cutoff man, relay to third. You feel pretty good about cutting that guy off and keeping him from getting a triple and getting an out.
And that one is lifted in the air. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Around second, he wants the cycle. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over.
Well, it looks like he got a little greedy right there going for the triple. He was already in scoring position. You got to hold up right there unless you're absolutely sure. The defense says thank you very much.
Back here in Houston, we head to the bottom of the ninth. And stepping in for the Astros, Alex Bregman. Here comes a pitch. And that's in for a strike. And the right-hander deals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ball one there.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Next to hit, Jose Abreu. And first offering is fouled off. And a big swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2. That one lifted to left. Ruth going after it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body, perhaps.